Hello, listeners. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody and anybody that can hear me. Anybody that can hear my voice.
Which isn't many because the music is ever so loud.
Anybody... No, it's not.
It's running longer and longer every time to chew up time.
Anybody that can hear me.
If you can hear them.
Alien civilization, 10,000 light years away. That's two houses.
2 houses. I've heard of them.
I've got the worst microphone position here. I cannot
really, if you just switched it to the
anything.
other side,
yeah, I know.
You would be fine.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Do you want me
middle
to
of broadcast.
Do you just want mic 3?
Yeah, sure. I'll take mic 3.
I'm giving you mic 3. You're having it. Oh, he's got it now, folks.
See that?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
See that, folks? We are engineers of sorts.
Engineers of destruction.
Yeah, engineers of not much. My middle name is Dominic. King Jake David. King
Jake David. David.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's 2 houses. I'll turn the music down for a second. Just because I like the song. I do like the song.
He does.
I keep that song on.
He loves that song.
And they've been day drinking again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
So I'll take the moment to give all my formal regular shout-outs to Brenna Olson and Zoomies at the Zoomies crew.
Yes.
And Alex Hayes at Fuel. Thank you for the coffee.
Delicious coffee.
Gentleman over here, hello.
Very excited to see us.
He's very excited to see us.
I don't blame him. We're famous.
We are.
So
I mean,
we're like celebrities.
Christ.
Local celebrities.
And who else? Elisa Grassi, Las Vegas, Nevada. Flynn McNamara in Prescott, Arizona. Avery Julia Sibic, my niece.
Wave at the child.
Hello.
I love the wave.
Bongo Billy and Theron and John and all the Newmans.
Theron, John Newmans, hello. Good evening. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, we're glad to have all of you here tonight. It's a night. I've got my mug.
He's got his mug.
It's the no frequency mug.
I've got my nondescript generic cup
From the Fuel Cafe.
Kevorkian Crush. I'd like to thank Dr. Kevorkian for creating this drink. Yeah. It will probably be the thing that kills me. Because that is a lot of caffeine.
I don't know. Should we listen?
I see he just stretches it out as long as he can.
It's a good song.
It's a terrible song.
It's a great song.
It's one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
And
What do you...
nothing can go right. 0 things can go right.
It's because you're rushing. You need to plan and then execute.
I don't need to do any of that.
Plan, then execute. No, trust me.
You know that's not true.
I have been doing this for years, and I've discovered that over time, the best way is to plan and then execute.
So, what were we talking about that we were going to talk about on the show? Food, maybe?
Well, we really do enjoy food.
We really do, but we haven't been doing
we had a
much
couple
lately.
of not political topics we were discussing, like the body modification thing.
Oh, body, yeah.
That came up. Food.
What did Bill wants to get suspended?
I want to do a suspension.
And I just think that
Dom is against body modification.
I'm not against body modification per se, but I don't feel that it plays in it. I will never get body modification. It's not important for me.
Dominic feels like it's the last bastion of the weak souled.
And I don't know why people spend their money on it, I guess. Well, especially with something like suspension, which will only be temporary.
Well, and that's kind of the fun of it, I suppose. It's almost a transcendental experience.
Yeah.
A little religion thrown in there.
A religion?
It's mystical almost. So, and and it's
okay.
Like, again, a little bit of it is, of course, well, how many people do you know have done it? Well, I could be one of those people, and that's
right.
exciting in and of itself. But also, it's something that I've thought about for pretty much since I've known it was a thing, which would be half my life almost.
Okay.
So,
See, for me, like, that. What about skydiving? Would you skydive?
I would love to skydive. The problem I have with skydiving is I can't actually do a solo skydive until I lose 40 pounds.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not doing a tandem because I'm not going to have some guy strapped to my back.
You do need that
Right.
guy strapped to your back for the first, like, 2 or 3 times, though. You do need somebody there with you.
No, but I don't want all of my skydiving to be like that. I don't need a guy dry humping me as I fall through the air at, terminal velocity. But, I mean, as much as that would make a really great chapter in my
Probably not.
autobiography, but
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like change the entire thrust of my autobiography with skydiving, which I feel like that might precipitate.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. So, maybe it's just me.
Okay, what
Yeah.
rock climbing? Okay, all right.
Well,
Let's
I've done some
body
rock climbing, not a-
suspension. Body suspension. Let's go back.
suspension, and that's the
Okay.
thing is, it's always intrigued me. I do get a little. I guess I don't know if you know me well enough to know this, but people
I
who
know him.
who really, yeah,
I am the knower.
Dom knows, but people who really like buy into the lifestyle they live. I'm talking about like the hipster people with the music,
And-
and their clothes, and the bike, and the glasses, and they
Beard.
Yeah,
God.
that whole. It's like a lifestyle.
Damn it.
Or like the grunge thing back when I was younger, like it's this all-encompassing. I get
Yeah.
annoyed by that because it's not who you are. Like you're using that as a mask for your uncertainty in who you are,
Uh-huh.
and that bothers me. So like these people who go and do suspensions and then talk about how amazing it is and how great and everybody should do it. And it's, I don't want that part of it. I want to like hire a guy who happens to have a rig and a couple of friends who are willing to suspend me so that I can have my own experience. I don't want this big group bull crap going on where I don't want a bonfire. No one needs to bring any PBR.
There's bonfires, PBRs.
It's actually, the whole subculture is, at its very surface, anathema to my existence. Which is why I think I might have put it off for so long. Like, it's just so far from
Awesome.
what I want. It's all the people, they got the cheek piercings, and they've got their
Yeah,
eyes, they're wearing contact lenses.
freaks.
Yeah, freaks
Yes.
and geeks, and I'm not... Wow, that guy came way too close to hitting my car.
And though you may be a bit of either column A and column B, and I may be too, that's not pointing fingers here.
Oh, yeah.
Kettle calling the kettle black here.
Yeah, we're all black. Kettle-wise. Kettle-wise.
Yeah, I know. I think our listeners do too.
I should hope so.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind. So.
Good. Good. You know what's amazing? And this depressed the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it?
You know that girl?
I do.
I'm not going to say her name, but there's a funny little anecdote here, and we're going to get, well, this is going to become the topic. So,
Anonymize it as much as you can.
no. I don't know her name, so I guess that I'll have to.
Well, there you go.
But, so the other day, this is a week ago, there's these two, what?
Our levels are like going into red. I was
That's fine.
why I could- No,
That is fine.
Did you not hear Zav just reading the riot act to our previous show?
No.
Well, I did. So watch what you're doing, buddy. We
All right.
eyes
Any
on
rate.
your dead man's headphones.
So I'm on the bus the other week, and this blind couple comes on, right? They're both blind.
Both blind.
Guy and girl.
Okay.
Blind.
So, like as blind as a couple can
They're
be.
blind. Yes.
They have achieved
They
full
are.
blindness.
They're even more blind than a regular couple is.
Like they are beyond.
They are beyond blind. Okay.
Yeah.
So they come on, and do you know that woman who dated the guy with the... He's not so endowed. The sluggers?
Oh yes, yes.
That
yes.
woman
Okay, yes.
with,
I know her.
You know her.
Her, I know.
She comes on the bus with them.
With them.
With them. And
Like as the third.
as the third. And then she's talking to them and trying to assist them in getting to their class, I guess they're going to.
Okay.
The class. And, but she's acting, and I hate this.
Yeah.
The way she's acting towards this whole situation is that it is a chore. The biggest chore for her to do this whole endeavor.
Yeah.
And that she is just a saint, you know.
Oh, just giving of herself
Just-
so
yeah,
much.
just giving of herself
oh, yeah,
so
the
much.
holier than thou thing.
Yeah. In front of everybody else. And I'm just looking at this whole thing like,
Just exasperated with her goodwill.
yeah,
yeah.
I hate her. I hate her. I want her to die right
You know,
there.
and that I know people who also want her dead. So
She's just a terrible person, and just to act like, oh, it's such a chore to help these blind people out when A, of all you volunteered, B, of all they're blind.
Well, they can't see you making faces at them then, which is kind of the benefit of having blind friends, in my opinion.
But okay, so they come on the bus today.
Yes.
Now I'm on the bus today.
Today.
And they come on.
Like literal today?
But like literal today.
Okay.
Like mother effing today.
I understand.
So
you're loud enough I can actually hear you outside my headphones.
that's good.
No,
America can hear me now.
This is not our store, Don. This is
I'm not. What I'm
store.
saying is not going to spark riots in the Middle East.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Zav is going to hammer and sickle you if you don't calm yourself down. All right. So
that's a pretty good one.
It's true. I've seen them. They're
So they come on today, but
yes.
But
yes.
they come on at different stops. This is amazing to me.
So they're not together.
They come on at different stops. The girl gets on first.
Okay.
Close to the gas station. I'm riding the 30 up Prospect.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the stop, like right by the Jewish home at the gas station right there. She gets on there.
There.
And then I vacate the seat because I'm sitting in the front where the disabled should be sitting.
Well, that's appropriate.
Well, no, but if there's no disabled to be had, then they're free seats. However, the blind and the elderly and the disabled get on the bus, and then you vacate the seat as such.
You get pushed to the back. You know, Rosa Parks had something to say about that.
Well, now she has to sit in front. She's probably crippled, you know.
Well, I think she's dead.
No, she's not dead.
The famed Rosa Parks. I'm pretty sure Rosa Parks is
I'm
dead.
pretty sure she's not. Hold on.
She was like a million years old.
Okay. I am so much faster than you right now. It's ridiculous.
You're saying that.
Oh,
No one
Wikipedia load. And dead. Yeah.
Yeah, dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
92.
Dead.
92.
Yeah. No. What? 2005.
She was 92 years old.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Okay, she's
dead
dead.
forever. See, she's got literally nothing to say about it. Never mind. We were both wrong.
Okay, so anyway, this chick gets on. I vacate my seat. She feels around with her blind thing stick.
I actually
sensor.
looked them up the other day. They're called white-tipped canes.
White-tipped canes.
That's the official name.
Okay, with her white-tipped cane.
Isn't that interesting?
That's weird that this happened in succession.
Yeah.
That we're talking about this. So she feels around with her white-tipped cane. She gets right to the seat.
Yeah.
She's got that sense, you know. She can feel that there's no weight there.
She can smell the empty seat.
But now get this. The guy gets on
Yeah.
2 stops later at Brady Street.
I want you to say that he's just flailing around like a blind man.
No, he's not. He's
That's
not.
what I want to hear.
He feels it out,
Yeah.
and he finds literally the seat next to her.
Okay. All right. So they didn't need.
I don't
her.
feel like they needed her, and that's kind of amazing to me because I was depressed when that happened, and she was there, like, you know, acting like that. That just made me depressed, you know, just seeing that kind of person.
Just sucking the life.
Yeah,
out of
just
Goodwill.
sucking the life out of them and just existing, and then they have to, you know, be at her mercy.
Yeah.
It feels like to me. But then today to have seen that was really amazing to me. And then she was talking about something ironic, which was watching a movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
She was talking about watching. She literally said the word "watching."
Was she?
Forrest Gump.
Oh, I was hoping
Of
it was going to be
all
a movie.
movies.
I was hoping it was a movie about blind people because that, like, the meta humor in that.
Yeah.
The super.
I mean,
irony.
Forrest Gump is pretty good too for that.
I enjoy Forrest Gump.
For the meta.
I think it's a great film about a man who overcomes.
Yes, and starts a lot of fake businesses. Bubblegum Shrimp is a real business today because of some fanboy. So
Yeah, which is amazing.
That's kind of cool.
That's a thing you can do.
That's okay.
I really enjoy, the TV show Bones, so I'm probably going to become a serial killer because I'm a fan.
I've never.
I think I've said too much.
I'm going to work for the CIA because I love Michael Weston.
Good call. I'm going to go to Miami and drink a lot because I really like Sam.
Sam
Axe.
Axe.
That's,
Hey, you're big enough.
I could pull off. I don't have the chin though. That's really where it's at.
Oh, you're so close.
I'm on the edge, but I don't have the cleft. is
Yeah,
really the big
you
thing.
don't.
Wish I did.
And he's got, you see, yours goes like an oval shape, like a
Yeah.
regular human being. He's got the square, just
Yeah, he's got that
goes.
Bruce Campbell chin.
Well, duh.
Yeah, well, that's what it is,
Yeah,
and that's
well,
why.
That's
why
who,
it's that
that's
thing.
who he is. That's
He
why.
is that person. I think my favorite part of that show is, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Evil Dead series with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got the shotgun he calls a boomstick.
Yes,
You know, as the
this
boomstick
is
man.
my boomstick.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was an episode of Burn Notice.
Which season? I
wanna
saw
say it's
most of them.
I want to say it's the most recent season.
I
like
totally didn't see it.
2 or 3 episodes ago. And someone has a shotgun, and they throw it to him like, here, take this boomstick. And for a split second, everybody on the screen who would have been on the like, they all just kind of freeze. And then they keep going. Like, it was just like this little knot. And it was like, I was so excited because like it finally happened. Like they referenced who he is. Like, and he just kept rolling with it.
Yeah,
It was
I love it when people reference who he is.
Oh, yeah.
In front of him,
Oh, no,
and
it's
he
amazing.
references it too.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And when they call him the Chin.
yeah. When I call him the Chin.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
Do you see that special episode, Bird Notice, the Sam Axe
Sam
story?
Axe story?
Yeah.
I can't wait till they come out with the second one.
There's a second one?
There's supposed to be a second one.
Ah.
I'm dying for it. I want to know what sort of stupidity he got up to.
This is such a good one.
Like,
Ah.
he's the best character on that show.
Listen, you need to do this.
What a day.
Drinking tequila sunrises with Sam Axe. Or Twisted Teas. Twisted Tea. Oh, my God.
Moving on.
Yes.
So-
Moving directly on.
So your little blind person story reminded me of a canonical story about my life.
All right.
Canonical.
Canonical.
Canonical and comical.
Okay.
So I used to work at Kohl's. Department stores,
yeah.
A million years ago.
A million years ago.
He just really wants to touch my car. I swear. What
Huh?
guy's got an
Maybe
issue?
he likes your car.
Well, don't put your hands on it.
So Bill worked at Kohl's, and he's
And this
held
is the
many
one-
positions. At
I've
Kohl's.
held a lot of positions at Kohl's, but this was actually my first Kohl's adventure. I was still just a part-time associate working in the seasonal department. And at the time, they did the overnight cleanup crew and sale set. So I was helping with the Christmas set, which means you had to work the overnight because you do it overnight so that everyone comes in the next day and like, oh, God, Christmas happened. It's kind of the idea.
Okay.
So I'm downstairs, and I have this huge box full of cardboard because we had just unpacked all the trees and set them all up. So I had all the stuff on a cart and rolling it down there. And there's this dude that I don't know is standing in front of the compactor, just kind of putzing around with his back to me. And I was like, hey, man, can you move so I can throw this stuff? Like, I got work that I get paid to do. and he ignores me. And I'm like, no, seriously, man, like, just, like, 2 steps to the side. Like, you know.
He's deaf. Oh, right, yes. That's
Right.
your story, I know.
And so, yeah, well, it was until you screwed it up. Thanks, Tom.
Well,
Well, the big reveal is lost, everyone.
just tell the story.
So I actually screamed at him, what are you, deaf? Move it.
Oh, God.
And this is the point where he turns around and looks at me, and he says, I'm the thing. And I was like, oh, God, you're actually deaf. Well, this is embarrassing. So I'm like, yeah, I just need to...
Well, it's not because he didn't hear you.
Well, it is to me, because, like, I was there. So, like, me and God both know what I did.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, I got to live with that. But and it actually turned out that him and the other girl, or rather the girl, the other cleaner,
Oh,
both of them were deaf. They were a couple. They were a deaf couple.
oh.
And I didn't know until that night that they were both deaf. But they would try to talk, and, you know, they make those weird deaf people talking noises.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
Will you stop for fuck's sake?
Well, that's what they do. That's what they sound like. I'm not wrong. It might not be
Just laugh
polite.
directly in the microphone.
Well, don't.
No, I
just-
I have to.
I'm going to cut your mic off if you don't stop laughing. This is a very serious show. I'm not discussing issues of worth.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. But, you know,
Okay.
that's what it was. Like, that your story reminded me of that.
Yeah,
story.
no, I
It's-
thought
it's
that's
one of those.
couples.
Because they were really very effective, like, at not hearing, I guess. Like, nothing bothered them. They were very calm.
So they're just like a real couple, but they're like twice as deaf as a real couple.
They're twice as deaf as a real couple, and I can't imagine what their arguments are like. Like, do they just, like, slap fight? Is that...
Well, they can't hear each other, so you know.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not screaming.
As it does.
No, I'm imagining that screaming is universal, like laughter. Deaf people laugh. How do they know what a laugh sounds
They have
like?
souls.
Why would they laugh? Not if they're redheads, but
They can't
otherwise.
hear us, so I mean, I could say whatever the hell I want about them.
Stupid
They
deaf
can't.
people.
Yeah.
They'll get theirs. Dom's coming for you, people.
Deaf? What?
Deaf.
You can't even hear. Why should I take you seriously?
That's not a handicap. Says Dom.
Jesus Christ.
I looked into it. That's a thing you say.
I don't say that.
This guy's.
Hello.
It's
Hi.
child. How's it going? Excellent.
We got a guest.
We got a guest, but he's not going to talk. So
That's-
we're getting by.
That's okay.
I'm living with it.
Well,
So what do you want to talk about now?
Uh,
Want to talk about food? How much you like it?
well,
Because you love food.
we do have.
Not cheese, though. You hate cheese.
Oh. You want to talk about the. Ooh, here's something.
What do you got?
The biggest lie of 2012.
Oh, which one is it?
I don't know.
Well, click
It's
on
going to
it.
be interesting.
We're learning.
It's a Las Vegas Review Journal.
Oh, that screams credibility.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fact-checking of political speeches, interviews, and campaign ads is all the rage in journalism.
Journalism. That's a thing that we don't get a lot of anymore.
It's too bad those fact-checkers can't see the forest for the trees. We got hundreds of stories and columns on the Mitt Romney ad alleging President Obama wants to gut welfare reform.
Yeah. Is that the biggest lie? 'Cause I don't
The
think
whopper to end all whoppers is President Obama's claim that his tax plan will pay down the country's staggering $16 trillion national debt, not merely balance the budget. The Democrat who has piled up $5 trillion in new debt in less than 4 years and can't get a single lawmaker of his own party to vote for his budget blueprint says he'll pay down the debt. Oh, bye. Says he'll pay down the debt, something that requires a budget surplus. The Congressional Budget Office estimates the budget deficit for the fiscal year ending September 30th will be $1.1 trillion.
that's not that much.
I mean,
I could blow that in a weekend.
$16 trillion in debt, any way you look at it. I guess you don't want to, and this is the biggest mistake that Romney's made in recent week, just the recent week, is just to kind of jump a gun that ended up not
Being a
jumping
chump.
the gun,
Yeah.
but still, that whole act of, obviously it is a campaign year,
It is.
and
And we're in the
almost
last
anything is
60
fair
days.
game in terms of the president's record.
Yeah.
You know, but to undermine almost a real national security crisis and to just pull cheap shots at the president of the United States, who is still the most powerful man in the world.
Yes.
Uh,
And was busy going on Jay Leno instead of meeting with President Netanyahu. He actually
he's not going to
had,
meet with
he
Netanyahu.
had prime time television to get on. The most powerful man in the world
Yeah.
needed to hit the 9 o'clock hour. Yes, sorry. When we're done tearing apart Mitt Romney's 4-minute statement in the next 3 weeks, I'd like to know about the horrifying catastrophe on the 11th anniversary of the worst domestic terrorist attack on the United States. How the president let that go with 3 days warning. I'm just saying. There's a lot of
That's
people.
not good either, but
No,
to
no, it's
pull
not the-
cheap shots
It's not cheap shots.
is. Are
What,
you sure
what was,
it's not
what was cheap
shots?
about it? The president of the United States dropped the ball, and men died. Americans.
I don't know that that's true. I don't know that the
Look.
president directly himself dropped the ball 3 days in advance. Whoever knew 3 days in advance probably dropped the ball.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: is you're almost apologizing for the president. Now, if this had happened on Bush's watch, who
I'm
would
not
be
a-
getting blamed for it? And be honest, who would be if this?
I don't know
happened-
who'd be getting blamed for it.
Okay,
I'm
well,
speaking in facts, Bill.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's speak about facts. Who still gets blamed for September 11th? President Bush.
I don't think so.
Yes. They say now they're
I don't
coming out
think so.
every year. They come out with more evidence, and air quotes on that,
Right.
that he had warning that was coming and ignored it. Every year. Now the thing of it is no one's actually come out and looked into it. They just come out with more and more evidence, making sure that Bush is square one when it comes to September 11th, the tragedy, not the date. But when Barack Obama is involved, well, it's not him. It's the Secretary of State. Well, it's not her. It was the guy who was in charge. Well, it's not them. It
It
was
was
the
probably
security
the
people.
embassy in Libya, or
Yeah, and it goes down the line. What about the one in Tunisia or Yemen or all the embassies over in North Africa that are currently being overrun and set on fire? Just as a for instance, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the world is kind of crumbling around.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong.
the
I'm sure
president.
there was something that Obama had to do that morning when he should have been in the security briefing after this happened. There's golf to be had, toast to be buttered. But there was, in fact, a security briefing on this for which the most powerful man in the world was unavailable. Yeah, you're the most powerful man in the world. You make yourself available for security.
Now, realize that Mitt Romney is not the president. And
he's not.
He cannot do anything about this. And the worst thing he can do, I think, almost is to... I think it's even worse to, in an election year... I mean, I know it's an election year, but I think it's almost worse to criticize the president and then make him look even weaker in front of the whole world. We don't need to look weaker. That's something we don't need.
But here's the thing. Romney isn't the president.
You're right.
So who's making us look weak?
Probably...
The president.
No. Romney's making it look weaker by challenging directly, more than anybody else in the country, the president of the United States.
Well, that's also his job in an election year. He is running to win.
It is.
And also, the Obama team's done it to themselves by touting his foreign policy as his strongest side. Well, obviously not, because we had a bunch of people killed and set on fire.
But to make us look weaker than... Okay, to make us look weaker than weak here. Okay, let me just illustrate this point for the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're down here,
Yes.
I think you could see...
Right, well, yeah, there.
Okay,
there.
so if we're already down here...
We're down there.
And we need to be up here...
Yeah.
But Romney's kind of tearing us down here, and kind of by criticizing the president, making him really look
then
down
I'm
there.
I'm going to put my hand in here.
All
So
right,
let's... Can we... There's
your hand.
That's my hand.
That's
All
your
right.
hand. That's
So,
your hand.
Okay, so here's where we were when Obama took over.
Uh-huh.
Here's where we were when Romney started tearing him down. Who's to say that arc wasn't really on its way?
I think that Romney certainly isn't helping.
Well,
I don't know if you can make that argument that he is.
I think that inaction on the part of the current administration in relation to the attacks on the U.S. consulates, there's actually tighter security in Belgium for the U.S. consulate than there is in North Africa. That's a fact. There's better security in the Netherlands for the American consulate than there are in North Africa. Now, I don't know exactly the political climate in the Netherlands, but I'm thinking they're not the ones who burn our flags and effigies of our president and take photos of the dead ambassadors as they drag them through the streets. And to quote Hillary Clinton, bringing him to the hospital by dragging him and taking cell phone photos of his dead face from inches away. Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah. Had better security in the Netherlands than they did there. He had a 4-man security team in North Africa.
So you think we should put more money in defense to go there, or
I think what we should probably do is, if they set our embassies on fire and kill our ambassadors, who are at all points peaceful men there to help, an unpeaceful response is warranted.
I'm gonna play a speech here, actually.
Play a speech.
That Rand Paul made. I'm so glad that I have the internet. This is River West Film and Video's internet
That you're on?
that I'm on.
How'd you pull that off?
So I mentioned in conversation last week, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get Fuel's Wi-Fi. He's like, do you just want ours?
Thanks, Huff.
Yeah.
That's tight, dog.
I should have asked him,
Months
ago.
Well, hindsight and all that. I mean, Barack Obama knows, so why shouldn't you? Oh, bird.
Here's a speech by Rand Paul. Rand
Is
Paul,
it long?
son of Ron Paul. I'm not certain.
You're going to say 13
not be the policeman of the world, and take a more focused policy on our home front, fortifying our defenses here. And now you've offered an amendment to restrict U.S. foreign aid to countries like Libya and Egypt. Tell us about it.
Well, I think if people want to be our allies and if we're going to send them money, they should act like our allies. And so really the amendments I have are to reduce or eliminate the aid unless they do certain things. So, for example, in Libya, I want them to present the assassins to us, and then prove that they can guard an embassy. If they can't guard an embassy, I think 50 Marines are not enough to guard an embassy. You would have to have thousands of Marines in there to guard an embassy, and if it's that dangerous, maybe our embassy needs to be in a neighboring country until they become more stable. With Egypt, it's a different story. Egypt's gotten $60 billion and has a significant police force and military. There's absolutely no excuse for not guarding our embassy. They called before the mob was coming and said, hey guys, the mob is coming, but they didn't send any troops to protect our embassy. And so I think that needs to be hashed out before they get any more money, and also needs to be certain that they are going to send troops and the troops are nearby to protect our embassy. And they also shouldn't be encouraging this by, talking about this crazy movie and inciting their own people to mob action. And then the third country we've been talking a lot about is Pakistan, because, Dr. Shakil Afridi helped us get bin Laden. He's in jail for life, been tortured, and President Obama's done nothing to get him released.
Not only has he done nothing, but we see a situation now where we have blown off our most trusted ally in the region, Israel. Netanyahu is sitting there thinking, okay, I guess Jerusalem is going to be lost. I guess the United States is not going to be responding to help us. I'm not even getting a meeting, as the president apparently awaits the next visit with Mohamed Morsi from Egypt. And I have no problem with his meeting with Morsi. We should meet with him and read him the Riot Act. But the idea that we're publicly distancing ourselves from our allies has to embolden those who wish us harm.
Well, the thing is there hasn't really been a question of whether Israel stands with America, but there certainly is a question whether Egypt's going to continue to stand with America. And I think we want to engage and want to be involved with all of these countries. So it's not a matter of disengagement, but it is a matter of that if you want to be our allies, if you want to cash our check, you need to act like our allies. And I have an amendment right now to make the aid contingent on these conditions, but your friend Harry Reid's not letting me have a vote, so I've been filibustering the last few days, and I think I'm a thorn in their side right now.
Well, the filibuster is ongoing. How much support do you have from your Republican colleagues on this?
All right.
It's sort of a mixed bag. A lot of Republicans...
Okay.
What was that from, so we can make sure we're giving credit where credit's due?
That is particularly a link on realclearpolitics.com/video. It's Rand Paul.
On what show?
I don't know.
It doesn't say it there.
I couldn't get it. But if you Google Rand Paul, in quotes, if we are going to send them money, they should act like our allies. Is basically the premise of that first 3 minutes there.
Yeah.
It goes off a little bit more. It gets quite a bit longer. I was just trying to keep it relevant. They go on to different topics as well. But I think that's true, what he was saying. But like I said, I just don't see how Romney is helping the situation, and I can't. A good friend of ours said that he lost his vote. So. And that's a lot to say about a guy.
Well, if he's a friend I'm thinking of, he probably wasn't going to vote anyway. He's just going to say it and wear the same stickers last time. So,
I don't know. But that's a lot to say. But and that's a lot to consider too. Is how the one thing America doesn't need to look like right now is weak. That's the last thing we need to look like, and we do. In the face of the whole world, we look like we don't know what the heck we're doing.
But you're making it sound like it's a sudden in the last 3 days thing. That's over the last 3 years. Hell, the last 8 years.
It's really came to it was kind of like below the surface though for those years. We could still put up a fight, but now it just looks like we're child lost in the woods, as John Goodman would say, or
being chased by a
monkey
wolf.
in the football, or just it doesn't look good to to anybody that's even remotely paying attention.
Well, I guess the issue that I have with the whole thing, and it goes back to my original point, is if you're going to run on a record of being a foreign policy maven,
You should be one.
yeah, if that's, and because you can't run your economic recovery, for every $3 you spent, you gained one. So obviously you can't use that. Deficits are the greatest they've been in the history of the universe, actually. Universally, this is the most expensive administration, galaxy-wide, as far as we know. I mean, so you can't talk about money. You can't talk about the health program because even you don't like it anymore. You know, you've got your director of Health and Human Services out using her political office to speechify and then changing the rules after the fact. So you're stuck with your foreign policy credentials, and as soon as you start touting them, we're attacked.
Yeah.
You know, so you opened yourself up to it by backing yourself into a corner by being ineffective for years.
But I think a lot of people will still see where I'm coming from, and the polls show it very clearly. So,
Well, it also depends on the poll.
Rasmussen had Romney up
By 2.
by 2. But
Real
everywhere
Clear's
else,
got him down by 3.
I'm looking at 3 by Real Clear.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't, I don't know that Romney would handle it any better. I don't.
Well, and that's a great another point involved in that is the assassination of Osama bin Laden. Handling it better, someone else doing so. Barack Obama's running a little bit, not him so much, but his campaign is using that as a leverage point.
Right, 11 point.
Which, you know, and I'm not saying that he shouldn't. He absolutely should. That's a great thing. I'm proud of our president for that. I really am. But John McCain would have done it. Mitt Romney would have done it. Ron Paul would have done it. It doesn't matter who was in there. If the opportunity came to put Osama bin Laden in the ground, there's not a person who would have been in that position who would just, let him go.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen. Yeah, no.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. On top of which, and he did the smart thing. The 4 times previous to that where they thought they had him, he called it off. They waited till they had the sure thing. And then they got him. But any president would have done that. That's not unique to him, which is why he got no real bump out of it. Because I think people realize that. Because I would have said it. You would have said it. Zav would have said it.
Yeah, I think, well, I don't know. Zav's a pretty big pacifist.
Yeah, no, Zav hates Osama bin Laden. We were talking about it. It was,
okay, maybe. I don't know. But
no one liked the guy. His wives didn't like him.
they were just wives, though. They weren't. Okay, screw it. I don't know that much about Islam to talk about Islam.
I'm just arguing with you now.
All of a sudden, I'm going to be talking about the Prophet Muhammad, and we're going to get
whoa, okay. What he meant to say was Jesus, because we're only allowed to defame Jesus, not Muhammad. I'm sorry. So Christians, please don't bomb us.
Yeah. We
would appreciate it if you can keep your religion of war from blowing us up and not pulling in Islam and getting peaceful on us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, that's a whole disparity with.
I'm putting that on a bumper sticker.
A disparity with parts of the world there is because Middle Easterners,
Yes.
generally, anybody who is of that region,
Yes.
identifies more with their religion
Yes.
than with their nationality or with their. I think nationality is the next biggest one. Their race.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be, yeah. Okay.
You know, in America, people identify with their state.
Yeah. Well, that's a very Anglo. What is it? I can't even remember.
Anglo-Saxon.
It's very Anglo. That's the word I want, but the
Anglican.
Anglican, I guess, would be.
I think
It's a very
it's
Anglican
Anglican.
thing.
Yeah.
Like so the white people really love where they're from. Darker skinned people really love welfare. I don't know.
Their
like, whatever.
religion.
You know, just
Right.
however they want to
Right.
define themselves that isn't their region. Because, well, I know a lot of guys from. Wow, totally lost the name. Uganda. I know a lot of Ugandans.
Oh.
And I do, but they don't define themselves as Ugandans. They're African, and that's how they see themselves. They're part of Africa. But I know people from Texas, and they're Texans. I know New Yorkers, they're New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Pennsylvanians are Pennsylvanian. Canadians are British Columbian, or they're Torontan, or Europeans, Romanians. I know Romanians. I know Spaniards. And that's. But then I talk to my friends from Africa, and they're just all Africans.
Okay.
I don't really care. Other than South Africans, because they suck. Except for Charlize Theron, because I love her and want her to.
Is Kahan South African?
Kahan? No, I believe he's.
Is he French?
He might be Belgium.
Really?
I don't know. I love saying that because of Poirot. I'm Belgium. That's what he always says. This thing. very humorous because he's always mistaken for a Frenchman.
I want to know what Kahan is.
He might actually be Israeli.
Does he tailor clothes too?
They do some tailoring there. Whoa.
John was looking for a tailor.
Yeah, send him to Kahan.
I should.
And tell him to tell Kahan that Bill from the gas station sent him.
Okay.
Because that will net him a discount.
Yeah. He likes us.
He does. Doesn't like Nick.
Our employees hate him. Well, Nick hates him
Nick hates him.
because he's foreign. I don't know.
No, what it was is he had a $100 bill one day, and I guess he wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes, and Nick is like, I can't break 100.
Well, and if he couldn't, he couldn't.
Well, and that's fair, but it's Kahan, who is my homeboy.
Yes.
And he said, well, can you let me slide on a pack and I'll come back in an hour?
Oh, yeah.
And, he's like, no, I don't know who you are. And he's like, I'm Kahan. I know Bill. And Nick, I guess, gave him the riot act about that. And that I would have just said, yeah, give him the pack because I've done it before. And he comes back an hour later and pays with a smaller bill because it's Kahan. I know where he works and lives. Like, I can walk over and just get the money.
Yeah.
Heck, the guy picks up my dry cleaning tab once a month. He can have a pack of cigarettes. I'll pay for it. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I think he might be Israeli, though.
You should know that.
That I should know that?
Yeah, you should.
Me.
I should probably know that, but you should definitely know that because you've known him for years.
That's true.
And maybe you should have asked him.
Well, and that's not, like I said, I'm colorblind. I don't care. He's got a weird accent and he's little. Like I assume he's Israeli then.
Okay. All right.
All Israelis are little and have accents. That's all I know about them. They're my ally. I don't know about them.
All right. Fair.
Hey, the way I see it is they won. It's their land. I'm sorry. Like, that's how wars work. They took over. They got it. It's theirs. The water's theirs. Suck it up, Palestine. Go to Saudi Arabia and take them over.
The old Hammurabi, huh? You're just going to give them the old...
yeah, get.
The old Hammurabi.
The old get. Giving them the redneck get.
Awesome.
But, that's just... I feel like that sometimes. What? On the air, Dom? Cover your mouth.
Are we on the air?
I don't know anymore.
Is it really radio if there's no one to listen?
No, then it's just congratulatory.
Yeah, they're just talking.
Flagellation, yeah.
As long as we don't swear a lot, we're fine. As long as the FCC doesn't bust it. We're gonna have the FCC.
Is gonna bust a
every
regulatory
nation of
cap in our butts.
Palestine.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hamas happening up in here.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Homeland Security will side with us, actually. Homeland Security will side with us.
Do you think so?
Yeah, sure.
Or would they try to shut us down because we're using our free speech and might hurt someone's feelings?
We're fine with the Homelanders. We're Homelanders, Christ.
We're Homelanders. I'm a Homelander. I don't know about you.
I'm a Homelander.
I don't know. You're always talking about moving.
Yeah, but I'm, been here forever, so.
I came here.
I would like to leave and then come back and then run for office and then really know how the state works, Because...
I'm not voting for you.
Because, by God...
Sorry. I've talked to you.
Because, by God, if you're born in Wisconsin, you may not watch the Packers all the time. But you'll be damned if you don't root for the Packers every Sunday, Thursday, Monday, whatever day they play football.
I want to point out that Don made a bet on the Bears the other day.
I did not.
$100 he bet on the Bears.
I did not bet on the Bears.
Whatever.
I would never do that.
Uh-huh.
And my friend Bongo knows that I would never bet on the Bears because I bet against the Bears every time the Packers play them. Do you know why? Because he's from Chicago and I'm from Milwaukee.
Is that really why? Okay, you were just with the noise and the
yes,
flipping.
that is why.
Good.
That's
what happens.
I got more.
Damn it.
I've got my no frequency pen.
We lose. It's pretty
No, actually,
fancy
we
pen.
won this one.
Yeah.
So the camera cannot see this.
No, not even.
Can you try this?
I don't know that it's gonna. It probably wouldn't resolve to that level. Cause it's we. I'm losing my mind. We're losing the air. No one's talking. We have dead air. That's the worst kind of air.
Fine.
It's not fine. This is radio. Dead air is lost money.
No, it's not.
Yes, actually it is. I looked into it.
Like we're losing so much money.
Yeah, well, we're on the radio. No.
We're fine. We're not getting paid for this. We're paying for this.
I'm getting paid for this.
I wish we were.
I get paid. I get paid for everything.
Even
I'm on salary.
Belling has dead air.
I'm on salary.
All of the greats.
I just want to see what happens when I do this.
Oh, we're trying out something new, guys. New. Is anything
Wait,
going on there?
hold on.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
keep talking.
Gotta be turned on.
I'm gonna keep talking. Na 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 na. Can you hear that? I can't hear that.
I can hear it.
You can hear it?
That's kind of weird.
Is it working
now
really
you
well?
can't hear it so much.
Okay.
But now you can hear
How
it.
about on the window where it matters?
I don't know if we can. We're gonna need one of those extenders
All right, we'll do it next time.
next time. We'll play with it next time. But
Yeah.
this is a lot of fun.
That we're
we-
gonna do.
Can we do this? Is
Yeah,
this working?
sure.
That doesn't work. Give me that.
This?
No. That thing. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's
Bill's got this new
this is
piece
the
of
thing
tech
that. Can you see how it's bouncing?
Bill's got this new piece of tech that you attach it to things and it uses the sound.
Yeah, it's like a
Vibrates.
turns anything into a speaker.
Yeah, it turns anything to a speaker. Is that Bose?
No, this is some off-brand. It's like $19. I just wanted to know if it worked because I was talking to my friend, her boyfriend, about it, and I was like, "Have you seen these things?" And he had said, "Yeah, I've seen them before, but I think they're garbage." Because I saw one that was like $80, and I've been thinking about getting one anyway for myself because technology.
Yeah, right. Things.
I'm no Luddite, and he said they were kind of garbage, but then I saw this one was dirt cheap, and I was like, "Well, let's find out."
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's like if you got an empty box, you slap it on the back of the empty box and hook it into your iDevice, and suddenly the box becomes a speaker. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's not amazing. It's not like a speaker, but it's similar to and awesome. And I like awesome things. That's why I hang out with Tom and his Dead Man's headphones.
Now they're gonna have the iPhone 5, which is gonna relieve anybody of any kind of social duty.
The iPhone 5.
Yeah, nobody is gonna be talking to people in person anymore. We're just gonna be on our iPhones all day and distract like that guy walking past. As of note, a gentleman walking past was just on his phone, living a separate existence.
From where he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost got run over by a girl the other day walking home 'cause she was on her phone texting as she walked.
I saw some idiot just texting today.
Both fingers.
Yep. Yep.
Staring right into it like that was the doorway to wherever she was going. And literally almost like I decided not to move out of her way because I wanted her to walk into me and be like, "Well, what are you doing? Like, weren't you looking where you're going?" And have her be angry at me like I was the idiot. But at the last second, she pulled up and saw. And then gave me a dirty look like I was the idiot. Like, can't you see I'm here texting on my phone? Can't you see I'm going to trip you and take your phone from you? Now I know that you have a $400 phone. Like,
Yeah.
I can sell that.
Can't you see that? It's a green light. This woman couldn't have been less than 200 feet back from the thing, and she's just on her phone texting, like traffic all around her. This is Van Buren, okay?
Oh yeah, real
Real traffic.
Yeah.
Yes. Texting on her phone, doesn't care at all, and nobody bothered. Nobody bothered to honk. Like 0 people honked.
Well, that's because they were all on their phones.
It's because they gave her the courtesy. I don't know. They were nice.
See, what happens when I see that is I start screaming at people
Which
about their phone.
is
I think you've been
which
with me
should you-
doing it.
No, but you've told me
Oh,
stories.
no, Larry was
sometimes.
with me the one day.
Larry's with you?
Larry was with me. I drove him to his bank, and we were driving back down to the store. And man, like literally every corner, there was these 2 guys just stopped in the middle of the road on Humboldt. You know where the Pick and Save is?
Yes.
How there's no stoplight there by the Pick and Save. Like that's kind of a take your life at your own risk if you're gonna make a left.
Yes.
These guys just decided they were gonna stop and let this dude make a left out of the Pick and Save lot, but they had their windows down. So out of my window, I started screaming at them. Horrifying things. Terrible. Terrible. You know, Larry is ready to cover his ears, but I know they could hear me because they got scared. You could see they were scared. So as we're driving down to where the actual light is, 300 yards past where the
Yes.
idiot stopped, I was still screaming at them because I wanted them to know how displeased I was with their poor decision to stop in the middle of the road.
Well,
Because that was stupid. No, because
yes, I'm with you.
Okay, good. Because it was, and it's more stupid because the people going northbound on the Humboldt there,
yes.
they weren't letting these guys make the left. These guys were just like preparing for someone to maybe stop and let this dude make the left out of the Pick and Save lot. But that wasn't going to happen. There's 30 cars. No one stops on Humboldt. They run the red lights constantly. I do. You do. We all do.
I don't drive, Bill.
You haven't owned a car in a very long time.
Since I crossed the Delaware Memorial Bridge.
So true. 2 houses. You speak to
2
Tom
houses. Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
We're within 10 minutes.
But I don't see.
I don't see O'Day. I don't see his cronies.
I don't see the truck.
His batch. His goons. No, not his goons. What do they call him in Clockwork Orange? The
Droogs.
Droogs.
Droogs, please don't do your English accent.
Droogies.
See what I'm saying, people? Now you know what I have to live with.
Yeah. I don't do it often.
And we appreciate
Often.
that.
I don't often do it.
It's not often
Often.
done. It's not often done. It is done less than often.
Often.
It's one of those words that loses meaning when you say it over and over again. Does that mean we have to get off the air?
The camera can see me now.
Oh, God.
No, that just means that it's getting darker earlier. And
Oh, it's actually plugged into a timer. How
Oh.
exciting. That is
the more you know.
environmentally conscious. Do we need a drum roll? Do we need
I don't think we do.
We're getting one. If I can find it.
I just put my music on. Oh. Woo!
And then there was Dom's English accent.
Did you record my?
See, you know, I was talking about getting a Jim Cramer board. I found sound bites for $4. It was made in Shenzhen, China, which is apparently in Atlanta, Georgia. Look at the address. Shenzhen, China, Atlanta, Georgia.
One's a manufacturer, one's a distributor.
I think you're a distributor of lies. That's what that's what I think. Can we?
Okay.
How does the crowd feel about that? Oh, really, guys? Oh, that's much appreciated. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna end with this one. This is funny.
What is it?
It's just Hank Hill of King of the Hill.
King of
Hank Hill of King of the Hill. Hank Hill of King of the Hill. Tap
Oh. Eddie Stilson. Bobby. Carlos. Eddie Stilson. No.
Wow. That is.
Yeah, I had to do that.
You're gonna need to email that to me.
It's on YouTube.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, here.
Yes. Eddie Stilson. Dale. Bill. Peggy. Tony Danza.
Wow.
All right.
I guess anytime you can squeeze Tony Danza.
Tony Danza. All right. We're going to call that a show.
I think we've got our show.
However, productive nor productive, I think it was good freeform.
And I think everyone had a lot of fun. If you haven't had fun, go ahead and text us and tell us how not fun that was.
Or call us next time. There's a phone number, 935-2951, area code 414 for all of our worldwide viewers. Hit +01. I think it's how you do it.
I give up. I think our country code is 13, actually. But
Is it 13? I don't know. I've never dialed
There's not that many
international.
countries. There's America and other. So we might be one. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
sort of Canada.
Cool.
Where's O'Day?
Where is O'Day?
Is there no O'Day? Could we use his time? We should just continue going. We should just pull up.
I wouldn't be that inconsiderate to O'Day.
Well, he's not.
I don't know. Nobody told me.
Nobody knows. Maybe he's been in a horrifying car accident.
That would suck.
That really would suck, because I enjoy him when he comes up at the end of the show. And
Gentlemen.
stares at us. Yeah. Gentlemen. It's like Winston Churchill is what he reminds me of.
Winston Churchill?
I don't get to say that a lot, so.
Okay.
It's really
Got it.
just
Got
an
it. Yes.
opportunity.
Yes, he's
Reference
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
Okay.
One of the greatest orators of our generation, Winston Churchill.
I don't think he was ours.
The greatest American, Winston Churchill.
Oh, man.
He was president, right? Like in '62. That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
That's a little tiny car. I don't think O'Day would fit in that. Yeah.
Well-
Oh, this is a travesty waiting to happen. There's a girl trying to parallel park out here. And I don't mean that she's bad at it because she's a girl. She's bad at it. Turns out she's a girl. One doesn't necessarily follow the other, but I'm watching her hit this car. Oh, she's just not good at this. Just stop. You are gonna wreck that car.
Okay.
Your car doesn't fit in that hole. What are you thinking, girl?
Well, I am going to officially end with a song.
I'm watching her. She's not gonna fit.
I'm going to end with a song. This is by The Angry Breed called Danger Ahead 66. Rock and roll until next time.
Goodbye, everyone.